All right, the first muscle that we're going to draw today is the sartorius muscle, and it connects up here on the ASIS, on the iliac crest, and comes across down here and connects right next to the tibial tuberosity on the pes anserine tendon. That's a tendon with 3 different muscles that connect to it, and the first one of those is the sartorius. So the sartorius comes like this and wraps around, connects right there to the pes anserine tendon, and that's the sartorius. All right, the next muscle that we'll draw is the rectus femoris, and it runs right along the anterior surface of the femur. It attaches to the AIIS, the anterior inferior iliac spine. Runs right down the middle. This is a pretty big one on Arlen, and connects to the patellar tendon here and down to the tibial tuberosity via the patellar tendon. So rectus femoris comes like this, becomes tendinous right around here, goes underneath the kneecap, and the tendon connects right on the tibial tuberosity. This is the rectus femoris. Try that. Okay, next we have the vastus lateralis, one of the other quadriceps muscles, and it also connects down here to the patellar tendon. The muscles all blend into the patellar tendon here. And the vastus lateralis runs right along here on the lateral side. It connects to the linea aspera, which is a line on the back of the femur, and then just wraps around and is on the anterolateral face of the femur. So vastus lateralis runs right up here. And this muscle does not cross the hip joint. Instead, it's just on the anterolateral surface of the femur and connects, wraps around and connects on the back in the linea aspera. Okay. All right, next muscle is the vastus medialis, and it also connects to the linea aspera on the back of the femur, but wraps around the medial surface and runs right along here. This is yellow, so you can't see it real well. You can really see his vastus medialis right here. And again, connects to the patellar tendon. And this is vastus medialis. Runs underneath or deep to the sartorius. All right, turn this way again. Vastus intermedius is the 4th muscle of the quadricep group. We have vastus lateralis, rectus femoris, and vastus medialis. And then vastus intermedius is actually deep to the rectus femoris. And so it runs right along behind there, connects again to the patellar tendon up here, and it's mostly tendinous, and then becomes muscle up here and connects to the anterior surface of the femur. All right, next we're going to draw the hamstrings group. There's 3 big muscles on the back, on the posterior thigh, that comprise the hamstrings. And one of them is the biceps femoris. It attaches up here to the ischial tuberosity, comes down along the back, and crosses over. You can see the big tendon right here crossing over. That's biceps femoris. So it attaches on the lateral tibial condyle and the lateral supracondylar line and the ischial tuberosity up here. So that is biceps femoris. Next muscle that we have is the semitendinosus. And the semitendinosus, also up here on the ischial tuberosity, comes down on the medial side of the knee and attaches around the front to the pes anserine, the same tendon that the sartorius and the gracilis attached to. So that's going to come down right here, cross over, and attach in front to the pes anserine tendon. Then the third hamstring muscle is the semimembranosus, and it again attaches on the ischial tuberosity, comes down here along the medial side of the posterior thigh, and attaches to the medial condyle of the tibia up front here. And that is the semimembranosus. So we have the hamstrings, semimembranosus, semitendinosus, and biceps femoris. Next muscle that we'll do is the gracilis, and it also connects here to the pes anserine, the tendon where the sartorius connects. So the pes anserine is right medial to the tibial tuberosity. The gracilis comes right up along the side and attaches up here to the pubis. And that's the gracilis. What we have is the pectineus, and the pectineus attaches right here on the pubis and comes down and actually wraps around the back or posterior aspect of the femur and attaches on the pectineal line, which is an extension of the linea aspera, and the muscle just comes right here. Little short muscle. The adductor brevis attaches also here on the pubis, medial to the pectineus, and comes down, again it's on the linea aspera along the posterior aspect of the femur, and it is the proximal third of the femur that it attaches to. This is adductor brevis. Then adductor longus also begins here at the pubis, comes down and attaches to the medial portion of the posterior femur at the linea aspera. So we'll actually separate these muscles a little bit with some black lines. We have pectineus, then brevis, and adductor longus. They're all attaching at the linea aspera, lying on the back of the posterior side of the femur, with the pectineus attaching to the pectineal line. All right, next muscle that we have is the adductor magnus, and we'll draw this on the other side so it doesn't get confused with the other muscles. But it attaches, instead of to the pubis, it attaches here along the ischial tuberosity, comes over to linea aspera and runs all the way down the linea aspera, then connects on the supracondylar, the medial supracondylar line of the femur. And so this muscle looks like this, the adductor magnus.